Life has us on the run, in every day and in every light. Life's choices are not our own. Choice implies free will and the ability to choose one's destiny over and over again. If you suddenly appeared in a room with 2 red doors, would there really be a choice at all? I believe life unfolds before our very eyes. I also happen to believe that life is its own entity and never meant to be tamed or even manipulated. It's been my experience that life simply unfolds, moment by moment, day by day, year by year. Life is the dealer residing at the ultimate blackjack table, a constant reshuffling of the cards. Step right up. Are you feeling lucky? Lucky or not, here it comes. So tell me, do you choose the red door or the red door? The truth is, it makes no difference, because behind either one of those red doors, life will be there to pull you into its vortex. And at that point, the only choice that you may have is to either fight, resist, be combative, or relax, accept, and go with the flow. How much time have you wasted in life reflecting on where you went wrong, where you went right? What was that pivotal moment that set you on the trajectory to this moment where you're asking yourself, how did I get here? Life seems so chaotic. There were so many twists, so many turns. I've had so many dreams, half of them I can't even remember. So many hopes until I lost all hope. Yet here I am. Now, does that sound like someone in control of life? Does it sound like someone who had all of these choices? An actual choice is to be able to voluntarily choose one thing over the other, one experience over the other experience, a particular experience that you know is going to lead to another desirable experience. However, when you just awaken into existence an entire world of unfamiliar, an entire space of which in that moment you can't even comprehend. But there you are, just the same. Where was your choice? If we were to picture life as a series of rooms of all different colors, shapes, sizes, scenery, temperature, feelings, some filled with gods and monsters, while others filled with goblins and fairies. When you arrive into consciousness for the very first time, you would have just appeared into existence. You see, we don't get to decide where we were born, what color our skin, what gender our spirit that's residing in our newfound body. We were never asked if we wanted to live life wealthy or poor. We simply appear in the proverbial room of life's choosing. On your mark, get ready, set, go. So what is it that we as human beings actually get to decide in life? By the time you answer that question, life would have already unfolded another room. And that is how quickly life moves. Let me put it to you this way. Have you ever played the Powerball and won? Won all the winning numbers? If so, what was it like? Now let me ask you this question. Were you always psychic? And when did you know you were psychic? Because obviously, had you won such a magnificent prize, against all odds, you would have had to have been psychic. Now, of course, there's been winners of the Powerball, and we all know that none of them were psychic. Some of you may be thinking, well, they were just lucky. I say to you, absolutely not. There was no luck involved. There was no serendipitous moment. The truth is, they could have selected any random number they chose. It would not have mattered, because in the end, the numbers chose them. The Powerball chose them. Life chose them. And life was always going to choose them. Life is its own entity. Life makes all of its own rules. Our only job on planet Earth is to go for the ride. Take the experiences as they present themselves, knowing full well our experiences have been chosen before they were ever presented to us. Life's plan is always bigger than our own. Life has no care of what we fear or desire. So some of you may be thinking, by the life that I describe, why it seems to remove all responsibility of humankind. And to that I say, of course not. You'll still be able to choose white bread or rye bread. On a good day, you may be able to decide to wear a blue shirt or a yellow shirt. These are simple decisions you get to make along the way. But by no means should you believe that they're life choices, that either one of those choices are ever going to factor in to the choices that life itself is making for you. You see, as it pertains to material things, and by that I mean any physical thing in our possession that did not arrive with us into existence. These are all things that we use in one way or another as coping mechanisms. Somewhere along the way, we have decided as a human species that control somehow lies within material things, conveniently overlooking the fact that almost every material thing that comes into our existence is designed to distract us from our own life existence, our own feelings, which is why many eat when they're sad. They shop when they feel lonely, filling their lives with things when they feel empty, somehow believing and convincing themselves, the more you have, the more you know. This is, in a sense, denying life, resisting life, doing your best to manipulate life into letting you run the show. Always believing that the human being is larger than life, as if life itself is graciously going to take the back seat and allow the human being to do the driving. It is a fool's game to ever believe such a thing. We all came into existence with nothing more than our flesh and our infantile instinct. And but for human conditioning, passed down from one generation to the next, there would be no coping mechanisms necessary. It would simply be the most magnificent experience, the ride of a lifetime, life's gift to each and every one of us. And when we can't win with life, we start battling one another. A world constantly at war, which I believe comes from that inner resistance. Resistance to the unknown, resistance to the lack of control. If people would just take time to live outside of their coping mechanisms, life may just surprise you. You never know. Life might just choose your numbers in the Powerball of life. Until next time, be well and enjoy the experience.